carry and come and air out your. Have your homies on right next to Roman numerals. IVs. It's the reason why nobody try me. Having screaming, Lord, why me? Cold did me, grimy. He took it too far. He treat them like they. Back to back, I clap like that's a rap, but no video shoots, just hoodies and boots, putting your troops in boxes. I blew $1 million on white tees and Calvin Klein boxes. This is silly. My boy. Say what?
Who gon' bring the crown? Who gon' try to crown? Can't get enough. I don't play around. Don't got that type of luck. Going down. Nobody touching nothing. Who gon' bring my crown? Who gon' try to fuck with me? Off the ground. Can't get enough of me. I don't play around. Got that type of luxury. Going down. It ain't no catching up in me. Who gon' bring my crown? Who gon' try to fuck with me? Off the ground. Can't get enough of me. I don't play around. Got that type of luxury. Going down. It ain't no catching up in me. Who gon' bring my crown? And who gon' try to fuck with me? Off the ground. Can't get enough of me. I don't play around.
Time for baseball on the show from the bank. Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, it's an NL Eastern Division showdown between the Washington Nationals and the Philadelphia Phillies. The Nationals are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Vince Velasquez gets the ball for Philadelphia in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now, and we are set for baseball here this evening. He's ready. Here's the first offering. First at 4 here to start the weekend as the game's first pitch is taken, and it's strike one. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they've come in losers of 7 of their last 10 games, but did earn the victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind, and that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps. Line to line, this team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one. Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his front shoulder tucked, the hip tucked, was able to stay inside that slider and drive it the other way.
Into the box, Cliff Floyd, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. In the dirt here. Turner gets his lead at first, nobody out.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back to back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Here's another 0-2. Fastball well outside.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Throw over to first. Runner back standing. A runner at first with no outs here. Now another 1-2. Turner's on his horse on his way to second. Down the first baseline. Popped up. Franco shading to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. He had an amazing power month. He launched balls out of the park to left, to right, to center field. Impressive power. For a whole month to sustain what he did, really impressive.
And now Bryce Harper. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. From the belt, kicks and deals. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
The 2-0 on the way. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A 2-run home run here for Bryce Harper. Home run number 39 on the season for him. And the Nationals move out in front here 2-0.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
And now for Washington, Vladimir Guerrero. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, strike one.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike one, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The center fielder, number 10, Andre Dawson.
Now at the plate, Andre Dawson, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. First delivery to him on the way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Popped him up. Alfaro moving to his left. And that retires the side. Nats pick up a pair in the inning on this 2-run home run. Home half of the first on its way from Citizens Bank Park. It's 2-0 Washington. A.J. Cole gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're going to get a chance to look at one of the game's top strikeout pitchers. He's averaging over 11 strikeouts per 9 innings so far on the season. We'll know if he's on early by seeing a lot of swings and misses.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
Breaks is bad as this one's popped up. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. A moment now to check out the hometown Phil's starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, if you're on the mound, you better be careful with Michael Franco. He's the team leader in runs batted in coming into this one. He just has a knack for driving in runs, whether the runner is at first base or he's at second or third. It just seems like he's always driving the guys in. He even told me, when I get to the plate, I'm in scoring position. That's the kind of mentality he has, and it works.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and digging in at the plate, the Texas native Nick Williams. Hold hard, but it's foul down the first base side. Ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Nick Williams.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Here now the 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. It's the Nationals 2 and the Phillies nothing. So striding forward now, Gary Carter, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now here's the pitch. Popped him up. Pinheiro in foul ground. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. Here's the 0-1. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Another 0-2 home. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Ready now, Russell Martin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. This will kick up against the wall now. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2-base hits this year. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category and, in fact, lead all of baseball as well. So stepping in, Daniel Murphy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. The 1-0 home is taken for ball 2.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. 1 out and a runner on second base. Lifted down the line in left. But this will land untouched. Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close. So I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, A.J. Cole. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that misses, ball 1.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Martin over at second. Murphy is over at first with 1 away. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. And he's in safely to third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
Digging in to try it again, Trey Turner. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, and just another simple single to the outfield would be a big one right here. Don't try and do too much. You know there's a potential base open right there. Maybe sit off speed.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line to the right side. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Standing in now, Cliff Floyd, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He popped out in his first trip. Now the 1-0. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And that misses for ball 2. 2-1 now to Floyd.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Now the 2-1 is in off the plate.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
The 3-1 pitch. Fouled away. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
2 men on, 2 out, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper.
And that last at bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Now the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2 ball, 2 strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
The 3-2 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Chasing after it is Hoskins. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. On now to the bottom of the second. The Nationals are out in front here, 4-0. And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike two. Hoskins, an imposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He was a 5th-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And let's take a look at Trey Turner up the chute. This is a guy that when asked to go to center field not too long ago, looked like that was going to be the spot for him. Now he's asked to move to the middle infield, back to his position at North Carolina State, and he can pick and grin, and he has got some of the quickest feet in the game.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Jim Pinheiro. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Maikel Franco. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Vladimir Guerrero. He'll lead it off against Vince Velasquez.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Three balls and a strike to the Nationals left fielder.
3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
3-2 now. Sent out to straightaway center field. Herrera's there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. One away now in the Washington third, and that means up next it'll be the Hall of Famer Andre Dawson. '50th pitch of the game on its way. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. Hit high and deep to right center. And this will bang up against the wall. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple. So with the runner safely at third with one away, there you get a look at the team leaders in 3 base hits. And we can see that the Nationals are currently right on top of the NL in that department. Striding in, Gary Carter. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. Dawson takes his lead at third with one away. On the ground to third. Franco has it. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Now at the plate, Russell Martin. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch on its way. Good way to start it on the outside corner for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Martin, a Canadian native. He was a 17th round pick during the 2002 draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And the throw to first will indeed get him. It's a strikeout, score at 2-3, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Nationals lead it 5-0. So next to the plate for the Phils, Jorge Alfaro, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Here's the first pitch to him. And a high strike there, 0-1. This is line to left. But coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford.
as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0 home. And he fouls this one off.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike two. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. Hit hard down the line. And the Phillies are into the hit column.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
In now, Vince Velasquez. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play. Digging in, Odubel Herrera, runner in scoring position with two gone. Comes the first pitch. Slider finds the zone for a strike.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's given the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Crawford at second with two down. And 2, here it comes. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Here now the 2-2. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Guerrero on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. One left for Philadelphia. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Start of the fourth upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Not only have they already put up a bunch of runs on the board, but they've also made the opposing starter work very hard. His pitch count is high, so it seems they'll be getting into the bullpen sooner rather than later.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Here's Daniel Murphy now as we begin the top of the fourth. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. And it's quickly 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Hoskins waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the pitcher, A.J. Cole.
So here now's the pitcher, A.J. Cole. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
It might be time for this guy to start mixing his pitches up a little bit better. He's pitching poorly, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage at over 70%. This team batting has a pretty good idea what his game plan is.
And it's fouled away. 5 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Now a curveball ripped down the left field line. That's a fair ball. He'll get it into second. Man, this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with 2 bases.
Well, man, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Adam Morgan answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Trey Turner will be his first assignment down to the bullpen, as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's taken for strike 1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. He's in at second safely, as a run will score on the play as well.
Definitely aggressive approach here, down 0-2 in the count. Instead of shortening his swing and protecting the plate, he takes a big rip and is able to drive it deep for a couple of bases and an RBI.
Into the box now, Cliff Floyd, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. One out and a runner on second base. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. Lays off 2-2 now.
Yeah, doubled up on the slider away there. Got him to go after it before, so why not see if he'll offer at it again?
Liner toward right center. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
The right fielder, number 34, Bryce Harper.
Here's Bryce Harper now. The head-to-head with Adam Morgan. He's just 1 for 6. First pitch coming. Here it is. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Herrera's there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 for the Nationals on the RBI double. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Nationals 6 and the Phillies nothing. Up next will be Nick Williams. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Pitch on the way. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And Vlad won't get there. This is a foul ball. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Line drive to center field. That's his first base hit. Making 1 for 2 now. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. As he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. A ball and a strike.
We're playing 11. 1-1.
Two balls and a strike to Cesar Hernandez.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Now the 2-1 pitch. And he pops it up. But this will land untouched. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Rhys Hoskins is on deck. Williams aboard here at first with nobody out. Another full count pitch home. Count remains full. The next 3-2. Full count still. The 3-2 one more time. Swing and a little blooper to center. Dawson coming in, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Hey guys, that fires me up right there. He stuck his nose in there, grinded out a 10-pitch AB, and delivers the knock. That was fun to watch.
Standing in now, Rhys Hoskins. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. The 1-0 home. 1-1 to count. Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. Count still at 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Just flat out frozen there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball. So I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
In now, Jim Pinheiro. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Clearly off with his timing on that one. A swinging strike. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
So 2 on with 2 away, and that means Maikel Franco, the third baseman, will bat next. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Lays off 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
The 1-0 home. 1-1 the count now. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Now the 2-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Full count. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. Floyd is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Phillies leave a couple. They still find themselves down 6-0. Be the 4-hole hitter, Vladimir Guerrero. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to center field. Herrera has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. Not the night he or his club were hoping for.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Chasing after it is Herrera. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. And the Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter hits next. He was a ground out victim last time up. Now the pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Hit out towards second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Russell Martin now. Hit high and deep to right center. Herrera on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Nationals leave one. They lead it 6-0. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Gabe Kapler during the commercial break about the Phillies offense. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Into the box, Jorge Alfaro. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Hit down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now. 0-2. High in the air. Cole is calling for it. 1 out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. So the base is empty here with one away, and that brings up the shortstop J.P. Crawford. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle. And he takes a cold strike one. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Locks him up for strike 3.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Aaron Altair will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. No balls and a strike to count. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 7 homers and 21 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Two out, nobody on. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
All even now, 2-2. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Robert Morris gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Digging in once again, Daniel Murphy. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. He's set, and the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hoskins waits on it. 1 out.
Now batting, the pitcher, A.J. Cole.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, A.J. Cole. First pitch on its way.
Yeah.
And he drops a changeup right down Broadway for a called strike. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Adam Eaton will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. High fly ball out to deep right field. Williams looks up, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 2 for him on the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
Man, he threw a 2-seamer hoping to get some movement, but that thing did nothing to fool him, and he squared it up perfectly. Pretty swing of the bat there.
Number 7, shortstop, Trey Turner.
Into the box now, Trey Turner. Hit high and deep to right center. Chasing after it is Herrera. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Floyd.
Striding in now for the Nats, Cliff Floyd. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Fouled away. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball one.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
The 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Here he comes again, 1-2. And a foul tip here, but it's held onto for the out. Good work behind the plate, and the inning is over. Nationals able to add on thanks to the long ball. Through 5.5, it's the Nationals 7 and the Phillies nothing. Trevor Gott enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for Washington. Trevor.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Odubel Herrera. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Weak grounder down the first baseline. And he misses 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Strike 2 as the fastball is let go.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Guerrero is there. He's got it 1 away. One out for the Phils in their half of the 6th, and digging in at the plate, the Texas native Nick Williams. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Here's one that misses now to the Philly right fielder. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Popped him up. Martin is under this one as he has it right in front of the dugout for the 2nd out. Digging in, the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
A ball and a strike now. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he popped him up, but this will land untouched. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a little blooper to center, and that'll get down for a base hit. So good work on a 1-2 count to get on base. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Hoskins behind to count 0-2.
Hey, sped him up, slowed him down. It's got him down 0-2. I think he could pretty much go anywhere right here. I'd be surprised if anything misses over the heart of the plate.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
To short, hit hard. Played on the backhand. Easy little chance for Murphy at second, and the side is retired. Phillies strand 1. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Nationals on top in this one as we get ready for the 7th. But first, let's check out the game summary to see how we got here. Now batting, Bryce Harper. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Number 34, Bryce.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. The count to Bryce Harper. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. This is pulled into right. Williams is there, 1 away.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 home. Hard on the ground towards short. Crawford fields it cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Ready for another chance? Andre Dawson. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First offering on its way. Turned on down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Man, I love this angle. Looking right down the line, you can see that he generates his power from his lower half, taking it down the line for a clean double. Great look there.
Stepping in now, Gary Carter, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. Oh, 0-2, here it is. And he fouls this one off. Oh, and they pull the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Stepping in, Jim Pinheiro. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
One ball and one strike to the Phillies first baseman.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Now a pitch swung on and foul tip right off the mask. It sounded like of the home plate umpire, and that cannot feel too good, I wouldn't imagine. And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
In now, Maikel Franco. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. And here is strike 3 called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Standing in now, Jorge Alfaro, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
The 1-2. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Phillies down in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Edobre Ramos comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Number 61, Edobre Ramos.
Now to the plate, Russell Martin. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ball 1. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Now the 2-1 pitch. Popped up. Pinheiro has a play. 1 down. Visiting Nationals holding the lead here in the 8th as you get a look at our line score to this point in the game. Now in the box, Daniel Murphy. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Here it comes. Fouled away. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Herrera on the run. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. Ryan Zimmerman will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Sent out to straightaway center field. Herrera's there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, but they're still in control, 7-0. Sean Kelly is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Ready once again, J.P. Crawford, who looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And this one's chopped foul over towards the dugout. The 0-2 home. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Fouled off. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Here's the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. His past history with Sean Kelly, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Grounded sharply, but right at that loaded side of the infield. And there's out number 2. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Odubel Herrera, they're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
No, inside.
That just misses off the inside for ball one. 2-0 to the Phillies center fielder.
2-0.
This is chopped down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the 2-1, and he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Hector Neris enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Trey Turner. First pitch of the at-bat, and we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Stepping into the box, Cliff Floyd. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch on its way. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
The 1-0. Bullet back up the middle. Pereira is there. 2 gone.
Number 34, Bryce Harper.
So striding in, Bryce Harper. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Here comes the first pitch.
Yeah.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
1 strike.
Two out, nobody on. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Pulled toward right center field. Pereira will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Nationals gone in order, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Digging in, Nick Williams. And then what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. And the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Objective number one right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. One away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box now, Cesar Hernandez, as he lifts it in the air to right field. Harper is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9. Phillies down to their final out now, and that'll bring in a perennial MVP candidate for years to come, Rhys Hoskins. First pitch coming, here it is. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB. Nice infield single right there to keep the line moving.
Into the box, Jim Pinheiro. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now, and after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Hoskins leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Philly down to their last strike. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, that's 8 wins in a row, and it seems like they can't do anything wrong. When you're riding a streak like this, you eat the same food, you drive the ballpark the same way, you do everything the same because you don't want to do anything to jeopardize this streak.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. The Washington Nationals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. A.J. Cole earned his 9th win of the year. Vince Velasquez struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Tonight.
94 fall. Yeah, we could have seen the leaves change while we're still feeling the stands. Could have seen 100 wins and 1 million fans. Could have seen Walk break records and Mow another one. Maybe Big Kenny would have won the Cy Young. We could have had multicolored banners on the fences. A showdown with us against Atlanta for the pennant. Maybe Kid would have thrown out the first ball. Or maybe Le Grand Orange could have got the call. We could have had Pedro against the Yanks in November. And maybe he'd have gone perfect to stick it to Reggie. Grip could have caught the last out for us. We knew this team had it all, was no doubt in us.